G'day people, today we're going to be installing a pack rack on your e-bike. All e-bikes come with a plastic cover that you'll notice when you look under your rear guard, it'll be sitting underneath. To remove this plastic cover, you need to remove these 3 screws. They screw into there. So, just by unscrewing them, I've previously done it, so it doesn't take too long. Once you take those screws out, you'll be able to remove this plastic cover. This will not be used anymore. The other bolts you want to be concerned about are these 2, because you have a bar that runs underneath with 2 tabs. You can imagine that's exactly what the bar is without the tabs. There are 2 tabs that are bent, and that bar goes underneath and bolts up to these bolts here, but you must remove these bolts first. Slide it in underneath the plastic and then put your bolts back in. Secondly, you don't have these on the rack at the time, you just have this bare rack here. You remove both rear passenger pegs. They're 10mm bolts, that comes off, same on the other side. Once you remove that, install the bottom bolt loosely, and with this rack you bring it on and slide it on there. You will be supplied with a 12mm bolt, roughly about that long, and a spacer which is sitting in there. Same for the other side. You put it on, install the bolt and the spacer on the inside, same on the other side, and just finger tight it. Don't tighten it up because you need to move it a little bit, move it around to get other parts fitted. You have a second pole without tabs on it. This pole goes underneath here, and it goes in between your bar work here and here. Disregard this. Imagine this is off because this gets bolted on later. Once you put that in, it's just a simple case of putting a 10mm bolt in one end and a 10mm bolt in the other. You will see there's a thread on each end of the bolts, same with the other bar. Once that's installed, a U-shaped piece of pipe which comes up the back here. And it's easy to see how it's installed. You have a 10mm bolt there, a 10mm bolt there, and a 12mm bolt there. You just bolt it up. Once again, the thread holes are in each end. Bolt it up, and then you use a 10mm bolt to bolt it on there. As you can see, it's already installed, and that's what it looks like. The next step is to install your side racks. Picture this not being here. You see the 4 bolts, just imagine that's removed. Always have the flat surfaces facing outwards, not inwards. The hole facing towards the rider. You place it on there, you put your bolt there and there. Once again, 10mm bolts, and same down the bottom with your crossbar. Bolt through there with your crossbar. Exactly the same on the other side, it's just the mirror image. Once that's done, you can tighten those bolts up. That one, and that one there. Then you'll have these plastic retaining clips for your side pillion bags. It's just 4 bolts, and the thread is already in the steel, so you do not have to use a nut. You just got to screw it in. You might find that the paint stops the bolt from going in. My advice is to run the bolt through first before you actually install it. That way you clear all the paint off the thread inside. So once that's installed, you install your clip for your passenger bags. It's just 4 bolts. Those 4 bolts go into those holes there. Once you've achieved that, you can nip all your bolts up. 12mm, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. The only 12s are there, down the front where your pillion pegs are. Once that's achieved, here we have the back of your hard case, which is installed onto this unit once you bolt this in. There's a channel there, and a channel there, and a channel there. Line it up with the sliders, and just push it down until it bottoms out, and there you have your hard case mounted.